Hello friends, this is my M2, this is my girlfriend, and I'm going to be teaching her how to drive this car because this is a manual and she does not know how to drive a manual. So I'm going to be teaching her everything she needs to know to drive a manual in my M2. So let's hop in and get it going. All right, we're in the M2. Are you ready to learn?
Yeah.
All right. You're aware that we have the stick and we have the third pedal, the clutch pedal. So I'm gonna actually show you the stick first. So the neutral jiggle, give it the neutral jiggle. So the way it works is there is a centering spring. So basically if you move it left or right, it will always go back to the center.
Yeah.
So the whole purpose of the neutral jiggle makes it easier to shift. So basically to go to first, you go over and up. When you go to second, you basically just kind of pull it towards you and down to second. Now where the neutral jiggle comes into place is when you shift next into third. So if you manually try to like do this and like shift into third, you're gonna miss shift and you're gonna go into fifth by accident. Essentially, you just push it up. That's it. You push it up.
Oh, okay.
Because you push it to the middle, it jumps to the center, and you
They
push it
go
up to third.
directly up.
Yep.
Okay.
Straight back to fourth.
Oh.
And be careful with fourth because you have to push it straight back. Try not to push it towards you because
In a second.
yeah. So literally just back.
Okay.
Then push it out. Fifth, sixth,
Oh,
and then reverse. So from sixth to fifth, and then the one that I think is the easiest to miss shift on is going from 5 to 4. So
can end up in 2.
yeah. So basically just gently pull it till it's neutral and pull it back and just kind of let it guide you to fourth. Third is really easy, and then second, first. Put it into first.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. So over and up.
Mm-hmm.
Now do it the way it would just like pull from the
yes.
side. Yeah, from the side. Yeah. First. Now pull back to second. Yeah. Now push it up to third. See, pull it back to fourth. Yeah, with fourth you don't have to cup it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with fourth you don't have to cup it from either side. Just gently pull it back. So use the neutral jiggle to your advantage because no matter where you are, if you feel lost, wherever you are, if you're neutral, you know that you're in the middle and third is up, and you'll kind of get your bearings a lot easier. So whenever you feel like you don't know what gear you're in, if you pop into neutral, you know that you're in the middle. If you push it up, you'll go to third. Down, you go to fourth. So over and up. Okay, second. Yep. Third.
Nope.
Nope. You misshifted into
Yup.
fifth.
Yup.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Don't overcome. Don't let the stick guide you.
4.
That's in 4.
5.
5.
That's 6.
Yes.
Woo!
Over time, you'll get a little better at it. But the big thing is just don't rush it. You don't need to jam it in. Just let it guide you. Now, reverse is basically all the way over, past
Oh.
the end, and up. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. So when you go into first, you just got to be gentle. You don't want to be too rough because you don't want to accidentally put in reverse.
Yeah.
It doesn't really happen, but just bear that in mind. Just gentle. Just guide it where it needs to go. You don't need to manhandle it. Just let it guide you. That's it. Just let it guide you. So with misshifting, I have to now tell you what happens when you misshift.
Yeah.
So misshifting you want to avoid at all
Obviously,
costs.
yeah.
There's a lot of different reasons for it. Let's say you're cruising on the highway in 6th and your RPMs are like really up there. Let's say you're in, I don't know, 4,000 RPM, right? And I'll go into the tachometer and how all that works. So let's say you're here and you want to just downshift into 5th,
You end
right?
up in 3rd.
Yeah, so if you miss shift and you go into 3rd by accident, chances are what's going to happen is what's universally known as the money shift, which essentially is when you end up revving the car past the red line and essentially you destroy the engine. Yeah. So you do not want to have a money shift because there's almost a 100% chance you will destroy the engine. Now going into the clutch. The purpose of the clutch is basically to separate the transmission from the engine. when you basically engage the clutch, you're actually disengaging the engine from the transmission. So there's like the clutch is basically a plate. So as you press it, you separate it. That's when you shift gears, you let go, and it kind of opposite. How it works as far as starting, the old first gear. Essentially, the reason why the car stalls is because when you're in first gear, if you just pop off the clutch, the engine is gonna come to a standstill because the wheels are at a standstill. It's like if this is spinning right here, and this is the engine, and this is stopped. As soon as they touch, it's gonna come to a grind.
Yes.
So basically, you want to kind of get the wheels spinning a little bit, then they're gonna kind of meet up, and you can go. Stalling is when the RPMs drop too low. So what you have to do is give it a little bit of gas, and now we'll kind of go into actually starting and getting into first. All right, now that the classroom stuff is out of the way, I think it's time to start the car up and get moving. Okay, so make sure you are in neutral. Yes, it jiggles.
Yes, I just jiggled.
Good. Okay, brake, clutch, and start her up. All right, so you can let go of the clutch. So you can let go of the clutch whenever you are in neutral. I'm gonna put it in sport actually, and the reason for that is because it's better to learn this car in sport because you get a lot of audio cues that you don't get in comfort. It's easier to kind of hear what the car is doing, so sport is better. There's two ways to get the car moving. The first is you give it a little bit of gas and then you slowly ease off the clutch until you get to what's called the bite point. You get to the bite point and you're gonna hold it there. You're gonna kind of let it simmer. Then after a few seconds, you'll be able to get moving. And then the second way is just to lift off the clutch without any gas. We're going to first try that method. So what you're gonna notice, as soon as you get to that bite point, the RPMs are gonna drop and then they're gonna start rising. Once you see the RPM start rising, then you're ready to let go off the clutch completely. You will probably stall. It is okay to stall. You will not do damage to the car. It is fine if you stall. Now you're going to clutch all the way to the floor, put it into first. Nope, that's third. First. Yep. And now you're gonna slowly let off the brake.
Let off the brake first.
Well, let go of the brake completely. Yeah, you're not gonna roll here much. And then you're gonna slowly ease off the clutch until you feel the car moving and hold it there.
Hold it where? Hold the clutch halfway down?
At the bite point. Hold it. Clutch in a little bit more.
No.
Okay, you can let go of the clutch. Oh, you did it. You could give it gas now. Now do a loop around this Honda and just kind of pull right back to where we were. But yeah, see? Look at you. Your first time, you didn't stall. Okay, now to come to stop, you're going to clutch and then brake. So clutch all the way in.
Okay,
So pull over.
Spot.
Pull over to our spot. So you're going to basically clutch all the way in and then brake. And brake normally and gently. All the way in. All the way in. And then brake. Put it into neutral. And then you can let go of the clutch. Very good. Now we're going to try the second method, which is giving it a little bit more gas. Alright, now you're going to kind of give it gas. Hold it at that yeah, now slowly start letting go of the clutch. Oh, very good. You can let go of the clutch. Now see? Look at you. So you felt the car kind of be a little lurchy. Yeah. So that means you let go of the clutch little too quick. Okay. Very nice. Look at you go. Look at you. You haven't installed the car yet. Now, you are going to do your first shift. Yeah. So, when to shift. There's different times you want to shift depending on what you want to do. For general fuel efficiency, you're going to want to shift it earlier. So, you'll get up to like 2,500 or 3,000 RPM. You'll shift down. You'll kind of hover around this range. For sportier driving, because you want that more power, you're going to be shifting up in here. Clutch. Clutch all the way in.
It is.
Yep. First gear. A little bit of gas and slowly start to ease off. Yeah, hold it and slowly start to ease off. Good. Hold it. Oh. You did it.
I didn't stall it, but it was jerky.
Yeah. So now you're gonna go that way. Okay. Clutch in and down to second. Clutch all the way in. Second. Let go. Good. Look at you. Yep. Hold it. Nope. 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 Okay. There you go.
It was a little better than the first one. Still chunky, but still better.
Yeah. Very chunky.
Shouldn't have been there.
All right. Do it again. Clutch. Clutch. Ay-yo.
Clutch. Oh, when
Yeah.
it does that.
Yeah, when you're in that bad of a situation, just
Ay-yo.
clutch in to disengage the transmission from the engine.
Clutch second.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. Just slow, easy. As your car is clutched in, your car's still gonna be moving, so you can be gentle. Because if you try to rip it, you're gonna miss shift. You're gonna mess something up.
I'm trying to push it hard so it doesn't miss shift. That's
No,
the thing.
no. You're gonna do the opposite. Gentle, nice and gentle. See, that was a little better. But you're still doing the same thing.
Yeah,
You're still jumping off it too quickly. But overall, you're
like
getting
it's
better. Okay, the camera shut off because it was too hot. Just did some more practicing in the parking lot. Overall, went really well. We even covered.
didn't stall.
She did not stall.
Nope.
She stalled. But overall, pretty good. We covered the shift from 1 and 2, and even 3, and then shifting from 3 back to 2. So far, really good. She did do a shift without letting off the gas at all, so she just let it rip. I should have caught that on camera, but oh well, the car is fine. Gas now slowly starts easing off. Hold it. Ay. That was a rough one, but we got you moving. Okay. Shifted into second. Clutch. Second. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, my seatbelt. Whoops. Safety first, guys. Safety first.
Third.
Yeah. Yeah, your shift to third is very nice. It's a lot smoother.
Go back to second.
Yeah.
That was a little too fast, but it worked. It's okay.
That was good. Okay, now you can shift it up to third. Very nice. Very good. Okay, now put it into second. Yeah, you don't have to be as slow off the clutch when you're downshifting. Clutch. There you go. Just gentle with it. You're still shifting it very quick. Very thuddy. You don't need to be as thuddy.
I know, but I think that's what I need. But it's there we go. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, once those RPMs go up, you can ease off the clutch when you downshift. You stall. Stop, clutch. Yeah, that was a very. Yeah, whenever your car does that, just clutch in, abandon it. Just abandon it.
Okay.
And try again.
Why?
Yeah. So nice and easy. Yeah, your gas is fine. If you give it a little bit more gas, nothing bad's gonna happen. See? Hold it. Good. And you'll see, like, it'll start to grip, and then it'll smooth out. Shift up to second. Clutch. Very good. Very nice. See, I'm glad I caught her stall on camera, though.
Cute.
See, she said, I didn't stall. Got her.
One stall.
Two. You had 2 stall. No.
It was a half a stall.
It was
one
one we managed to abandon. All right, give it a bit more gas. All right, now let's go into third. Very good. Just be careful not to shift too quick.
Yeah.
You can be nice and easy, gentle. Now let's do a shift to 4.
No.
Why? Very good. See? Now back to 3. Clutch. Very good. Down to 2. Clutch. 2. See? Yeah, you're very quick. It's kind of like a panicky release,
It is.
but you're good.
Yeah.
You got the idea down. You just gotta smooth it out.
Do another start on.
Ooh. Nice and gentle. See, neutral jiggle, when in doubt, neutral jiggle. You're doing good. You're doing better. Yeah, you're doing much better. So, right now, just keep. Yeah. I try. We're gonna drive around a little bit, and then in a bit we're gonna put her on the road. See how she does on the actual road. She's gonna do fine. And yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. All right, we have done it. I have taught her essentially, as she's holding me some flowers, I've taught her how to drive the manual M2. Now we still haven't taken it on the road. We kind of did a couple laps in the parking lot. Next time we will take her on the full road and kind of, after getting a bit more practice, we're gonna have her, we're gonna send her out into the wild and see what she does. But what do you think?
I am getting the hang of it. I'm not ready for the roads yet, but yeah, check out my flowers.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, she's doing good. And I have my trip to Montreal with her in a month for the Canadian Grand Prix. So yeah, I have to have her learn to drive this car very efficiently by then, because I don't want to drive it myself for like 6 hours. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you like this video of me teaching her how to drive manual, leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and that's all. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.